seen our Sumeru friends for a while now. Paimon wonders how they're doing. Let's go to Sumeru City and catch up with them. Wow, the academia sure is busy during the day. But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Traveler, Paimon.
Cyno! It's been so long since we last saw you!
Welcome back to Sumeru City. I'm delighted to meet you again. So, what brings you back here?
Oh, nothing in particular. Paimon just saw a really big mushroom.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner.
Really? You were thinking of us?
Indeed. Or as I call it. You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew again.
Oh, darn, he said it.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time.
All right. Here's your 500 mora.
You're exaggerating.
Hey, 500 mora is still...
All right. Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now.
A case? What happened?
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved...
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with...
Such enthusiasm.
What? No!
Obvious enough. Still, it's a fine idea. All right, follow me. Do you see him? The old man flailing?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the...
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontama.
Huh? Cyno's teacher is...
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping...
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Ah, Cyno. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. My goodness. You must be the legendary...
Wow, looks...
I've told him about you before. That's right. Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus...
A threat letter?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I've uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it, secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always... Wow, they sure didn't mince their...
Clearly, this person must be desperate.
10 million more. What a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the...
There were no witnesses. So currently the letter is all we've got. So travel...
Paimon's ready too!
All right, take a look. Very good. The paper has a rather rough texture.
Another thing is, some of these strokes look kind of...
Possibly. And I bet the paper has some...
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper...
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia, but the ink is nothing special. Just regular...
So do we think the culprit has a connect... Wait! Check this out! Looks like this part...
Agreed. The staining suggests...
A colored liquid.
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go to...
Arav. Arav.
Mahamatra Cyno. Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon.
As such, I'm inclined to believe... Oh, one last thing.
Oh, of course! You think the
They do look like coffee stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that...
Ah, of course! Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City.
Will do.
Great thinking, Cyno. So, yeah, they've probably been lying low out.
You're right, Paimon.
Really?
The culprits approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to... And crucially, the
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you!
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what you're talking about.
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden, for there are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something.
You smiled when Arav left.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be some...
You can't pin this on me! I haven't
Really? Then why are you shaking? The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. Your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching.
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price.
Well, that was over quick.
You're telling me. 1 minute I go out for a quick smoke. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30.
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name is Raka, a 16-year-old...
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he
We checked his records. He's 16.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for...
We questioned the culprit regarding his...
Oh, just spit it out.
Very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started down on his luck. He went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman.
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just...
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money. Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other...
Oh, Araka. I'm at a loss for words.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus.
Professor, there...
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Okay.
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor...
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman? You seem confused. Oh, Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based all it costs me is a little...
Please rest assured, Professor, that the academia...
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation.
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants and they're often away on business.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being if we have to show them how serious
The relevant authorities have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Araka's punishment.
Oh, so you'll be able to close the case and...
Give or take. Cases like this are...
Very good. Well, thank you for all...
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but I have a prior commitment.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. Ah, and isn't Tignari in town at the...
Wait, you mean Tignari's in the city?
He is. Tignari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Collei to the academy. Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tignari. Go on now. Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa back. They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was.
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on most of what I know. I heard from Cyno after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be...
Wow, it's hard enough to stay true to your principles.
It's a pity Collei wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken...
And then we'd have one more person who has to address...
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer...
Oh, believe me, back when she was a student.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
Oh, don't worry about it. Oh,
I thought I heard some familiar voices. Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
oh Kaveh, it's been a while. Zaha,
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir.
have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices, So what's the occasion, anyway?
Consolation, more like.
Sounds like things have really gone downhill since I was there.
I can't believe how young the guy is.
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash, but still, this boy has...
Wow, yeah.
I will always be watching you and all...
If this were my son,
Luckily, I'm also...
Kaveh! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming. I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye!
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now.
Oh, too tasty.
Oh, mine too.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tignari and I will bring you some homemade herbal...
Well, I look forward to that. In fact,
No problem at all.
I'll see you all later. I better head.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you...
Hey, my tomatoes are serious bit. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all...
Take care, have a safe trip home.
All right.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tignari and Collei, and since we all have some...
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in! Right? It's been so long since we...
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville. No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip.
You got it, we'll be there!
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
Time to set off! Let's head to the southeast of Gandharvaville and meet up with the others!
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Wow, you guys are ahead of the game! You set up the tents on—
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together! You got it! Dinner's on us tonight! I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go! They think of everything!
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but—
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
All I wanted was to recommend.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable.
So Collei chose the path of tactical retreat. My dear friend, you know what I am about to say. Excellent! A kindred spirit. But it looks like we'll get told off if we start.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
Firewood, spices, snacks. There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon just thinks the—
True. But it's also the closest.
Well, that's no good.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an...
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue? Always! Oh, it smells so good.
Someone sure is desperate to eat.
Wait, what? Isn't— Hey, if it works for steak, maybe—
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone.
Oh, that was so delicious. I ate a lot too. Here it comes.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head—
Tonight I show you mercy.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough. You sure?
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do...
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. But right now, it's time to wrap.